It was very satisfying to be able to make a bit of money and bring home some groceries. Going through difficult economic situations as a kid helps you cultivate a strong will, resilience, and burning desire to work hard to make sure you never, ever go back to where you were before. Today's content is something you were not expecting, but I wanted to share with you. And if you come from a low-income background growing up like I do, then you might relate to this. And this is actually a blog post that I shared on alexisito.com approximately about a year ago. And I'm going to read it to you. Let's get a little personal. Disclaimer. I know the title may be controversial, but I don't mean to minimize the suffering that comes with such financial struggles. This is one of those times when I say being poor is an advantage only after I overcame it. But don't get this wrong. It's not fun to go through poverty. One last thing before I get started. I want to say I'm not doing this for sympathy, but to give you a perspective. And if you come from a low-income background, like I did growing up, then give you some encouragement that things will be okay, just as long as you keep working hard and develop yourself with the skills that will help society move forward in one way or another. As it's the case for a lot of you guys, engineering students who are watching this video. Let's get started. Being poor sucks big time. There's no question about it. And I'm not talking about not being able to afford the latest iPhone. I'm talking about having to worry about what you'll eat tomorrow, or even worse, today. That is sad and stressful. When I was a little kid living with my mom and my grandma, I remember those days when things started getting very tight towards the end of the month. Portioning food exactly to how much each of us would eat, and my mom and grandma even preventing themselves from eating at times so that I could have a full plate. Reminiscing those moments, it's heartwarming, but also heartbreaking. On weekends, I remember going out to help one of my aunts clean her furniture for some extra cash, or going out to the parking lot of the next door restaurant to watch some cars for its hungry clients. It was very satisfying to be able to make a bit of money and bring home some groceries. I also took a commission out of my hard work and used it towards going out and enjoying myself with friends playing video games. So don't feel so terrible. That was the life. We enjoyed the good days and overcame the not so good ones. I never really asked, why are we poor? Or why can't we have this or that? Okay, maybe once or twice when I was begging my grandma to buy a very large green Power Ranger. But hey, it was a Power Ranger. But she couldn't afford it. Oh well, I got over it very quickly. Or so I think. But I thought that it was all just part of life. And it obviously was. Little things like those experiences helped me forge a strong mindset. Those situations taught me at such a young age that if I want to get somewhere, I have to put in the work. If I want to afford something, I have to work to acquire it. But beyond economics, being poor taught me invaluable life lessons that helped me improve the way I live my life. And so with that premise, I wanted to share some unsolicited pieces of advice with you that I learned along the way to overcome poverty, and that I hope they also help you. Number 1, take responsibility. Nothing will really change or happen if you don't take responsibility for your actions today. No one will come save you. It's up to what you do today that will create a better future for yourself. Number 2, don't feel like a victim. This will only amplify the negative emotions within you and take away the power you have to make your own decisions and progress in life. If you feel like a victim, you'll blame everyone and will give your power away to make your own decisions and ability to overcome obstacles. Number 3, deal with your situation and dig yourself out of the hole. Complaining and stressing infinitely won't solve your problems. You must act and take it one step at a time and move forward. Number 4, be resilient and do whatever it takes to never go back to being hungry. Oh, this is a powerful lesson, and perhaps the most powerful one, and that makes the wheels turn every single day in my head. Number 5, make those who believed in you and raised you proud. Make better decisions for yourself and cultivate a fruitful path with the chances you found and that were made possible by those who always believed in you. Number 6, be grateful. It's always you versus you. Pay attention to where you were and take pride and be grateful for how far you've come. Also, remember that no one does it alone. There is always someone out there who takes a gamble on you and that is willing to lend you a hand. Number 7, give back and help those who come behind. There will always be people that are less fortunate, so be open to give back and give them a little push when it's possible for you. Number 8, don't think that you have to be rich to help. Sometimes a simple piece of advice, guidance, mentoring, or even words of encouragement and a smile are the most valuable things you can give, and they all cost $0. Number 9, change your perspective and take advantage of your situation. You can either curl up in bed and cry or go out and make things happen. Cliche, very cliche, I know, but it's true. Number 10, let the tough situations harden you. Stop paying attention to the little things that don't matter. Gossip and getting really easily offended. There are worse things that can happen in life, and when you are able to overcome truly grave things, you are able to filter the noise from what truly matters in life. Again, I'm not looking for sympathy. And I also don't want you to think that my childhood was a nightmare, because it wasn't. My family and I had tough times, but we were able to overcome them with the work that we did. And of course, we also had help from family and friends. Poverty was, is, and will be a test to millions of individuals in the world. I am extremely grateful for the opportunities that came my way, but also for the conscious decisions I made to improve my life. With all that being said, the next time you find yourself complaining about how terrible life is because you can't afford the latest iPhone, or your coffee was too hot, or because someone looked at you the wrong way, remember that there are many, many worse things that could happen in life. Being poor can be a curse, but also a blessing if you have the right mindset. Going through difficult economic situations as a kid helps you cultivate a strong will, resilience, and burning desire to work hard to make sure you never, ever go back to where you were before. Keep working hard towards a better future.